So hello guys and welcome to DC East Universe, your one-stop shop for all news related to DC. And today in this video I am joined by the co-founder of this channel and my dearest brother Shavik Shaha, and I am Shirur Shaha. In this video we are going to give our thoughts and do the spoiler review of The Batman. Okay, so what do you think about this? I want you to tell first.
It's a masterpiece. That's my first reaction
Oh,
because
nice.
yeah, I'm a huge Batman fan, and we all know that the craze, the build up, the hype till now is fantastic. Everyone, I have also mentioned that in the previous video tomorrow, not tomorrow, sorry, yesterday when I did the reaction for DC League of Super Pets Batman trailer reaction. Yesterday I did it, and I also mentioned that wherever I'm going right now, in at least in India, in our places, in mall or maybe in mall or maybe everywhere, in a place where people are just sitting and having a chit chat. If everyone is wearing a Batman T-shirt, and then we can see that they are actually talking about Batman, either about Batman or maybe about something related to Batman, and doing a comparison between TDK, Dark Knight Rises, and among the between the Batman. Some were saying that is better, some are saying this one is better. So yeah, there is a very nice hype and something like that going on in the world right now about Batman, because it should be there, because you have seen the opening collection, and just 3 days it has become the highest grossing movie of the year, and in not only in the year but also a highest grossing movie for Warner Bros. After 2017. It has a global debut of 250 million, so that's a huge number, and that's definitely a well made number, and I think it's on a perfect course to cross the 1 billion mark, which Joker did in 2019 last time. That was the last DC movie to do so before pandemic. So in pandemic, though we are not in that much pandemic, but still there are a few places where pandemic is there, and after that it should definitely do a pandemic business of 1 billion. That is havoc, and it is the second highest pandemic numbers ever for a movie in Hollywood, after Spider-Man No Way Home. But there is a fact that Spider-Man No Way Home is actually the fourth installation of the franchise. It's actually building on the three other Spider-Man movies, that's Far From Home, Homecoming, and something like that. So yeah, or maybe that third installation, I don't know, I'm just getting confused right now, but no problem. But it is actually a third installation or maybe fourth installation, and then we have the MCU connection, and then there are certain thing like Tobey Maguire nostalgic Batman, Spider-Man coming back, and then Andrew Garfield coming back, so their fan base are also coming back, and there is a multiverse story. That is the reason there was more attraction, and that is the reason there was the first movie to break the 1.5 billion marks in box office in pandemic, and it is currently the number one spot belongs to that movie. But for me, the thing is that the Batman is a very solo movie. It is a franchise starter, and for the first time, we are going to see which characters are playing by which actor, and they are not very well aware, or maybe not very fans' favorite, maybe. But after this movie, they will be growing on that fact, and they will have their effect on the box office from the second movie, also maybe from Batman 2 or maybe Batman 3, or maybe on the HBO Max series which are coming out. And they are also being announced right now as the movie is being a very successful one, that they are actually continuing the universe with a few other series that is coming to HBO Max. There is GCPD, Gotham PD show, and then there is a Penguin show, as already announced, depending on the rise of Penguin, that is Riddler, is not Riddler, that is Colin Farrell's Oswald Cobblepot, taking up the baton from Carmine Falcone, and he's actually now becoming the gangster, or maybe the ruler of Gotham. And then it is also being announced after the heavy spoiler the movie have at the end of the movie, that it is having a show called Arkham Asylum, and we will be having some few of the notable character which are present in the movie. That is like Barry Keoghan's Joker. That was very evident, and it is later confirmed by Matt Reeves that yeah, it was Joker, but though he is not the clown prince of crime till yet, but he is a psychotic man, and he has done something very wrong. That is the reason he is in Arkham. and he has a disorder. That is the same thing that was being shown in the movie Joker in 2019. That he has a disorder. He don't smile when he's enjoying something, but actually when he is very emotional and he's very skeptic and very having some uh, asthmatic problem, then he's actually smiling. That is his own problem, medical issue, and that is how they are going to portray the Joker in the universe, Batman universe, and they are giving us a Arkham Asylum series where we can see Joker exploiting that his own problems, and in with other inmates in Arkham, he will just try to become their friend and just try to manipulate them and to build his own army so that he can came out of Arkham and have a control on the city. So yeah, that is the thing that is coming out from now, and there are heavy spoilers in the review this time in this week review, because it is a spoiler review, and we have watched the movie twice now. After the IMAX screening, we have also given our early thoughts, and now this is the final one which are doing for the Batman movie. So yeah, I just want to say one thing about the movie, that this movie is something which will grow with you after the effect of after the movie. Also, the effect will be very deep when you are outside the hall and in your home and doing your own jobs. Then you can see that. They have some few scenes and few things, few riddles, maybe the end credit scene, and there are some things like that which will have a definite effect on you, and then you will again go back to that scene when you can say, oh my god, that scene actually did this, and this was the connection, or maybe the credit scene was that actually hinting to that thing. So there are things like that which will be playing on your head, and definitely that background score that Michael Giacchino has done, that was fantastic, and we have been feeling that perfectly on the IMAX screen when the seats were actually on the base. It was actually shaking, and we can feel the sound really on the giant screen with the huge ratio of screen, and with the full vision. It was just absolutely dreamy, dark, and I just love this Gotham, because it has a kind of Gotham Square feeling, where they have showed the Times Square of New York, and they have given that as a Gotham. And this was very new to Gotham, because we have never seen a shot of Gotham Square. So that was very interesting and eye grabbing. Also, there are few scenes at that day, also daytime, where Batman is standing, and there was a shot from the behind the back, and it was a sunset time in Glasgow, and that was a scene where he was actually looking at the Gotham and thinking that what he should do. And the thing which I love the most about the movie is that the ending, the climax was very heartwarming to me, because I think whether or not Dark Knight movie was very good on the acting basis and everything, but at the end of the movie there was something like, yeah man, Joker has done everything, and Gotham was done wrong by Joker, and Batman was also defeated by Joker. There was a feeling like that. Morally he was not defeated, but actually on the full scale he was kind of defeated by Joker. But in this movie, it was very evident that actually Batman was defeated by Riddler at the same place. When Batman thought that he solved the riddles and everything, and he was very close to close the case, and then he just suddenly found out that Riddler has another plan going on, backup plan B, and they have blown the Gotham City wall, and rivers were flooding and seas were flooding, everything was flooding. But then there was a scene where, though Batman was actually outdone by Riddler, but still Batman at the end understand the value of hope, understand the value of truth, the value of trust, which Gotham needs. He first at the starting of the movie, he was thinking that there are lots of criminal in Gotham, and he actually needs to be a shadow, villain like character from the shadow for the criminals, where he will come and just will catch the criminal guys and will have have them behind the bars. But now he's actually understanding that no, the city needs someone to thrive on, someone to trust, someone like Batman. A bat signal means something. When it hits the sky, it will be a what will I say? It will be a confidence to the citizens who are not criminal, that yeah, Batman is out there saving us, so yeah, we don't need to have the worry. That was the kind of portrayal they have in the climax scene, when he was actually going mad after injecting him with adrenaline, and he was just going punching with the thing, and then he suddenly realized that the villain who was there actually doing the wrong deeds. He was actually being asked by James Gordon that what are you? Who are you? Then he said, I am vengeance. So that was the negative effect of Batman's own what will I say, own portrayal of his character. That at the beginning, when he was actually doing the right thing, but actually by bringing down the criminal by beating them, he was actually having a negative impact also on the criminal mind. When someone is doing something according to them that is right, and he's actually doing that, then he can also express himself as a vengeance. But at the end, that was the thing Batman said, that at the end, vengeance is not what we need. At the end, the thing which matters the most is the hope, and the thing which you can learn from the past darkness you have. And the darkness is not everything. You should be able to cope up with the darkness and behind the past things which you have dealt with in your life, but you should always go forward to have a good life. So that is the very strong social message we have got from the movie, and that is the reason which for me personally, the movie is better than Dark Knight also. And for me, my favorite Batman movie till date is Dark Knight Rises, for that last monologue scene where they have something like with Alfred and Christian Bale Batman. So that is my first Batman movie forever till now. That is my own opinion. That is the Dark Knight Rises, and then number two is the Batman, and then number three is TDK. That is Dark Knight. So yeah, that is why that's my reaction and everything. And there will be some spoiler, which I will have some theories also, which I will give it later or discuss it later. So now up to Sriru for his thoughts, and obviously my rating for this movie, as I always said after the screening also, that it will be 10 on 10, no doubt about that. Though it is my second favorite Batman movie, but it is a 10 on 10 because I have loved every scene, every shot, everything they have done, the cinematography, the VFX, the makeup, the sound, choreography, everything was fantastic, and the lighting effect also. There was a shot of Catwoman going away and Batman going away in two directions, and there was a shot where he was actually capturing the headlight of the not the headlight, the side looking mirror of the Batmobile, the Batcycle, and then we can see Catwoman drifting away from him. So that was the thing which was very well shot, and long shot were also good. So yeah, that's the thing which I want to say, and nothing more. But yeah, now up to Shirup to have his own thoughts. But before that, I want to say just one more thing, and that is the reaction from the hall when a few scenes like Batmobile came out from the darkness, and then Batman was there at the first was telling that I am vengeance, like that. Those kind of reaction we have in the hall was fantastic, and there was a complaint from few other critics that this movie was not funny or maybe not have some humor like that. But I don't agree with that at all, because there was laughter in our hall. People were enjoying the movie and also laughing. There was a scene of Penguin. Actually, Penguin has done, Colin Farrell has done a fantastic job with his scene. He was actually capturing the humor of the audience, and they were actually enjoying the scene and they were laughing. So that was very wrongly said or mentioned by the critics that this movie don't have any humor. So that was very wrong review as I am concerned. So yeah, now over to Shiv.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree each and every word that Shavik said, and especially those the critics, those who have been writing about things that it is not funny or it is not child friendly. So first of all, I would just like to say that we have not know. I mean, we have known Batman from a long time. It is not the first time that we are interacting with such kind of movies, and you can always tell that Batman is a movie. You can, I mean, in the movie, the Batman itself, it has been mentioned that Batman is a vigilante, and this kinds of movie is not, a child-friendly movie for sure. So I think so. Each and every critic or every person who is saying that it should have been child-friendly and all, so they should move on from this thing. So that is
Yeah,
my
I just
first
want
thing. Yeah, say.
Yeah, I just want to mention one thing, that is the we all know that from the comics, the synonyms for Batman is Dark Knight. That
Hmm.
is the thing, Dark Knight. So yeah, obviously the dark mean what dark means. Darkness means darkness, crime, criminal, murder, and stuff like that. So you can't expect a dark movie like child's play. So that is not the fact. Now then we should have called him Light Knight, like that. That is the thing. Just I want to say, and I just want to say one thing, that it is it is very wrongly said a comment that it is not made for child. What is the thing made for child? Then we have to see something like a Cartoon Network movie, or maybe a Cartoon Network cartoon which actually made for child. But child they can watch anything if they want. They read it.
especially
They read the
especially
comics.
nowadays the children have really
They are
gone mature with those kinds of stuff, and they
they,
are
they,
ahead of
if,
their times, you know. And I expect and I don't think there is something that is that the child should not watch at all. There were pretty nice scenes, or there were pretty grim scenes also, but I don't think there is something that the child should not watch or anything. Yeah,
it was actually a PG-13 movie, and I think
yeah,
any boy or any girl above the age of 5 or 6, maybe, who have some sense of understanding something, they can definitely go and watch this movie, because
yeah, absolutely.
this was actually not a R-rated movie. There was no foul languages or no blood on the screen. It was
Yeah.
just some scary scenes, and
Even though
even
there
the
were
adults,
foul languages,
even the adults, even the
they
adults
cut it.
yeah,
They did cut
even
it.
the
Yeah,
adults got scared. Even the adults got scared in some few scenes. Even the girls, maybe the other part of the audience. So that is okay. No problem with that. And I don't think any problem with the labeling, because actually comic books are made for child and maybe for the teenagers. And when they are reading the comics, they know what is Batman, and they want a dark, grimy, and scary Batman. That is the thing about Batman. Or else they will go just to watch a movie like Shazam, which I think, no, then
yeah,
I will say Sesame is not for adult.
yeah,
Adult should not enjoy Sesame. That is the reverse effect now, because it is made for child only, maybe. So that's the not thing. Every very or very there are lots of adult who likes Sesame very much, and they are very fond of the movie. So that is not any issue. I think that was very wrongly said by few of the critics. I don't know what's their problem or point. Maybe there are few people who are also giving negative review without watching the movie, or also giving bad review just to have the review mark going down. A masterpiece with a bad review is not a bad
yeah.
movie. It's a
I
masterpiece.
saw someone writing. I saw someone writing in the reviews part that oh man, Franklin should have acted nice at Batman as Batman. I was like, what? Robert did the Batman, and he's talking about someone else. So it really hurts for not only the DC fans but also the DC cast and everybody to see such kinds of comments, because we are not spreading hate, especially though we are a DC fan. We are not spreading hate in any of the other franchises. There are many like Harry Potter, Marvel, many are there. But it is really sad to see that few of the people are giving bad reviews intentionally without watching the movie. So yeah, we're moving from that. Those stuffs are there, but coming to the movie, I would like to say many things, but there is not such many times, so I will just compact it a little bit and I'll present it to you. First of all, I would like to say that Matt Reeves has done a great job in portraying each and every character of the movie. Firstly, there were perfectly timed adaptations of each and every character. We get to see how the city is with Batman. Especially, we know that he is the vigilante of night, and that is also portrayed and that is also said in this movie. And with that, we can each and every scene portrayed in the movie regarding Batman is so true, because whenever we see him, he is a little he lives inside a dark cave, so we can generally say that he's a dark person. And bringing those shots like when the strangers or some thieves who are doing bad stuff sees the bad signal, they go crazy and they starts getting scared that Batman might come there and kill them. So that is a great part that I feel like that the Matt Reeves have portrayed through this picture or this movie. And yeah, so that was great. And going to another part, like the character of Riddler and Penguin, they did not get much role like the Batman or Selina Kyle. They had some few short roles, but they did an excellent job. Paul Dano, such a great actor, such a great actor. He had I think he had a scene literally. He had one scene only in the last, in which it was a long scene, but he did such a great job in it. And oh my god, not only Paul Dano, but also each and every member of the scene. Even in the starting, when you see the thieves and robbers doing bad stuff, their expression when the bat signal goes up is amazing. So I think they have done a great job in manipulating people's mind by giving the expressions that is needed, and that I guess plays an important role in making the film dark and grim. So that's my one second point. And third point, I would just like to say that there were some surprises, such as Kelina, sorry, not Kelina, Selina Kyle is the daughter of okay, I am worst at it, but I'll try once again. Okay, so we get to see that Selena Kyle is the daughter of Carmine Falcone in the movie. Okay, I know I am doing such a bad job in this, but there is nothing to laugh. Shall we please shut up? Okay, shut your mouth. Okay, so yeah, on a serious note, they did a great job, and they gave us a really surprising points in the movies. They also brought the Maroni case also, and they showed the past few years of Batman, how it has been going, and how he have been, how Alfred is lying to him, and that emotion in the ending part of the movie, the emotion is depicted so nicely that when Alfred was in the hospital, and Bruce Wayne went to him to check his health, and yeah, talking to him about the Maroni case and his father Thomas Wayne's case. It was such an emotional moment, not only for the character themselves but also for the viewers. I literally got tears in my eyes when I saw that clip, and yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing that how they portrayed the dark and grim side of the story, also the emotional and loving side of the story. The love relation between Batman and Selina Kyle has also been amazing. In the last few scenes, we see that how Batman is feeling sad when he's separating from Selina Kyle, but he has to do it. He has to be there for Gotham. And especially when I am talking about the last few scenes, I would just like to mention that some of the critics are also saying that this is a dark movie, and there is no what can I say? First of all, see, there is dark in this movie, and that is why he is known as the Dark Vigilante. But there are few scenes, such as the ending scene when the light comes up, and that shows how much the faith has increased by the people for the Batman. And yeah, those were the some great cinematography there that they have portrayed. Many of them did not understand only, but I would just like to point out these details in this video so that you can know if you did not know that.
There was a shot.
Yeah,
There was a shot of his bat logo also, which he is actually
yeah,
using as a
yeah,
knife.
yeah, as a knife. And that was also an emotional moment for everybody when he uses that knife and cuts the wire, which was really dangerous for the people, which was really dangerous for the people who were standing down, as the electric could get in the water. So yeah, those were the few great scenes and cinematography that they did. And I would just like to say the VFX is done such brilliantly, man. The flooding scenes, and the last shot of the city when the sun rises is awesome. They have done a really great job in that. And as Shavik said, that they have portrayed the scene of Gotham Square as Times Square, and which was not referred to us previously, and that was really nice. So yeah, I think
Yeah, there
overall,
was another scene,
yeah,
a monologue in the beginning and the end of the movie. That is, Batman actually there he's portraying the movie to us. He
yeah,
was telling that today this date, time is this, and we are recording this because something is going on in the city.
yeah,
So it was like we are watching the movie with the eyes of Batman, and there was a very cool shot at the starting, or maybe after 15 minutes. There was a shot when Batman was there with Jim Gordon going to the place of the mayor where he was being murdered.
yeah,
When the police actually looking towards Batman, it was actually looking towards the camera. The
yeah,
camera was the Batman. So whenever you guys, if you guys are going there and just watch it and just observe it in the first 15 minutes scene, that when he was walking in, all the police are actually walking to looking towards Batman, but actually the Batman is the camera. So the cameraman is doing such a great job with his camera that actually whenever everyone is walking,
And
he's
not
just
only
moving
the
his camera.
cameraman, the people, those who are doing those stuffs, as I said, that the policeman also did a great job in expression. So full marks to that man. And
Yeah,
also
there was
as
some
yeah,
there was some also comedic relief also from the policeman's when
yeah,
Batman was in there and he was just very firm and very stubborn. So there was some comedic scene also that was very well made and well acted, just suddenly done. Yeah,
yeah. So
have some reaction on halls also,
yeah,
cinema
absolutely.
hall.
And in the ending of the scene, not the ending of the movie, but the second half of the movie, when we get to see that Batman spots Riddler, and that time I something flashed in my mind, and I just felt that it was so brilliant, man. They have added a detective part to the story, and personally to me it was amazing. Some of the people are giving bad reviews for that. I don't know, but personally for me, I guess Shovik also liked it really, because they have
Yeah,
portrayed.
actually,
Yeah,
actually, DC is actually the full form of DC is Directive
yeah,
Comics. So
obviously.
yeah, Directive Comics was those part when Batman used to come out in the early days of 1939. So that was the reason they were being called DC. That is Directive Comics, and all other superhero comics like Superman and then we have Green Lantern. Those were actually under AC Comics. It was Action Comics. So later the full company was named as the DC Directive Comics, but actually DC represent Detective Comics, so we don't express anything from other than detectiveness or maybe some detective stuff or some crime solving stuff or skills like that. And we all know that Batman is already being famous as a world's best detective in the comics. So what do you guys want? Yeah, there was action scene. There was fantastic action scene when he was going in the iceberg lounge just to kill Falcon. There was a black shot where which was also being praised by me in the trailer, which there was gunshots and full darkness, and he was coming, and there was a sound like dee. So that is a scene for action, and then we have the fantastic car chase, and the scene was so wellly edited. The ending was done so perfectly that they have cut the scene just before the ending, and there was an intermission, and after the intermission they just start from that place where the movie just go with the same flow. So
And
yeah,
I
there are
would
scenes
just
like
like to
that.
point in that part when we are talking about the halftime. It is really interesting because when people came back after taking some refreshment stuffs and all, after they came back, the shot which the film again started was Batman coming near the car upside down. So it was really interesting because that rises the attraction of the viewers towards the film. And also the background score, amazing, man.
Yeah,
Michael, you did great job.
there was also action, high octane action at the end of the movie when we can see that there are several ninjas out there, and Batman did came and did save the city on his own, or he was fighting alone. Though Selina tried to save him for a once, but when Selina was also down, and Batman pushed his own self with the adrenaline, and then he was going mad, and then Jim Gordon came and stopped him. And there was lots of spoilers, and those are the spoilers I just want to mention now before the video get too long. That one of the first spoiler which I want to say, that kid who have the half face marks on the starting scene of the Batman when he was there and he was just coming out from the darkness, and after beating some goons he just said, "I'm vengeance." There was a kid with who have half face, what will I say, paint,
Half
and he was
mask.
with not a mask, it was face paint, and it was his half face was painted and half face was normal, and he was walking with that face painted goons gang. So then when everyone was getting beaten down by Batman, then he just suddenly uh, ran away from that place. And I'm definitely sure that guy is playing a role of Dick Grayson in the universe. He's actually the Robin, and he has already played the role of the Team Drake in Titans season 3. We are very aware of that actor, and actually he is playing a role of Robin also in this universe, Batman universe, which is from Earth 2, officially from Earth 2 in the DCEU, that is extended universe. So yeah, and then the next spoiler is that there is a clip of Thomas Wayne when we can see that how Thomas Wayne was actually rooting for the mayoral stuff, and then someone have some very dark history about the mayors, no, not about the mayors, but actually about Thomas Wayne and about Martha Wayne's background, that he was actually psycho kind of a being, and he was actually admitted to Arkham in some point of time, but still Thomas actually married her, and then somehow overthrown that stuff outside under something, and actually he was just trying to rebuild himself and the Gotham so that he can become the mayor, something like that. There was lies also. So yeah, there was a scene where Thomas Elliot, the reporter, was being murdered accidentally, maybe by Falcone's man, who was actually being given charge by Thomas Wayne to just keep them shut, but he was actually being murdered. So that Thomas Elliot is a very famous character, we all know, because from the name Thomas Elliot, we know that his son definitely will be named as something like John Elias or like something like that. And John Elliot is actually Hush. We all know that, and it was very evident in the movie when they were showing the Thomas Wayne scene. There was written video of Hush, and it was a definite spoiler that it will be somewhere on the down the line they will be giving us the character of Hush. And at the end of the movie there was an end credit scene that was very unnecessary to some of them, but actually that was a fantastic end credit scene. Not end credit scene. So yeah, we can see
I
the
think
goodbye
so
on the
that
screen.
that end credit scene has made a history, because that type of end credit scene has not been portrayed in any movie up till now. So yeah,
Yeah, so
that's yeah.
guys, if you don't know what are we talking about, it is actually a encouraging goodbye message. Then the screen bleeds, and you can just see for a few seconds. If you are very what will I say, have a concentration on the screen, then you can see, or maybe the lighting of the hall is not on, then you can see perfectly that there is a actual URL. That is a very fine URL, and there was a riddle also about that URL before in the movie, in the after the second in the second half, that they told it that you are L. L means la. La means, I mean to say, they were actually saying that the Spanish was for them, that was la. But then Penguin came in and said that it was not la, it is L. And then they got URL. Then they got the full riddle. And that URL was actually www.rataalada.com. And when we go there, you
and
can
we
see
also
that.
and we also get to see that Penguin translated the whole thing, that El Rata Alada, that means
Yeah,
the U R L Rata Alada, that means
yeah.
www.rataalada.com. So those of you who have not yet done anything or didn't know this stuff, you can go now and click on this link and you can get some
Rather than
rewards.
then you can
Yeah,
treat ready, you should have the answer with you,
yeah,
and then you will get a extraction file, a zip file. Then you should have a personal password. That is, password is for common for everyone, but you also have to think of that. You have to crack that password. Then you will get the extracted file, and then you will get a file where you can see who is the actual riddle. They will get a encrypted message, and if you can encrypt those SMS, actually the message, then you will get the hints of the next movie villain and the movie, that is Batman 2, which is coming very soon, I
yeah,
guess. So yeah, we will also do a separate video on that stuff later on. But now to
yeah.
the spoilers, the last two spoilers which are left in this movie, which we have spotted. That is, the one spoiler was that definitely of Joker, Arkham Asylum scene, when he was telling and laughing. He's telling that the man can be a clown in any moment, and then he just told Riddler that I can be your friend, and then they started laughing, and he have that amazing laugh of ha 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 ha. He don't laugh like not like that. Riddler was laughing like normal laugh, but he has the laugh specifically ha 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 ha. That laugh was definitely a hint that he is Joker, and now it is being confirmed by Matrix also that he is the Joker. And then there was another very huge spoiler, and I don't know you guys whether you have absolutely saw it or not, or maybe have missed the scene, maybe have not given so much attention to that scene. But the thing is that there is a scene at the end when Batman pushes the adrenaline inside himself and then goes on fighting, and bumping someone's face. And when he was being removed by James Gordon
Yeah,
just
when
removed
he
the mask
when yeah,
of the Riddler guy. He just removed his
he
mask,
was
and
not
his face
Riddler,
was,
but he was a supporter of Riddler.
yeah, a cult follower. And then his face was just bumpered by Batman's punches. But when James Gordon asked him, who are you? And he said, I am Vengeance. I am sure that guy is Tommy Elliot, who is Hush, who will be, and he's actually Bruce Wayne's friend from same college. They used to go to the same college. Bruce Wayne somehow didn't recognize him. After that, face was very much sketched by himself
Or
also.
you don't
But
know, or you
yeah,
don't know. He might have recognized him, but he did not express that thing in his face. So yeah.
yeah, and there was a huge mention of Salvatore Maroni, who is again to come up because he was not being seen in the Gotham, but he was actually one of the crime lord in the story. So yeah, we are definitely expecting
And
him.
after
And there was
and
another.
especially after the death of Carmine Falcone, Maroni is now the leader of Gotham. All the bad
Yeah,
stuff that is there.
the
So
Don
he will
Don. Yeah,
surely come in the next movies. Yeah.
yeah. And there was another huge spoiler, which only the comic book fan can find or grab or have their attention on, and that is the at the end of the scene when Catwoman actually is moving towards the north of the city, north of Gotham, and he just asked Batman to come with him, and Batman said, "No, we need to stay in this city, and Bat signal is on. I need to go and save other." Then Catwoman mentioned Black Hill or like something like that, Dunk Hill. See, so like that, and that is the thing where which we can see that from the comic that it is actually a place from which we get the origin of Nightwing, or maybe the origin of the Graysons as Robin to Nightwing. So that is the place which we can exploit now in the latter part of the universe, or maybe in the series, or in the second movie or third movie, everything. So I on all, I just want to say the Batman movie was fantastic movie. It is highly recommended. You guys should definitely go and watch
But
it.
but
It
but
should
but
not be
before that,
watched.
I would just like to give my rating for this movie, and it is absolutely 10 out of 10. No worries, because of all the thing that is the editing, cinematography, the screen timing, the character development of the movie, the perfect timing in which the different kinds of jokes came out. Also, some of the actions came out. So yeah, it was brilliant, and it is a masterpiece, and recommended to all of you guys. If you haven't
Why
watched the movie, I know it is.
watch it
Yeah,
twice. I just want to say one thing. Yeah, you should watch it twice. Once in English and definitely once in Hindi if you
yeah.
are from India, because you know that the guys in the Hindi industry who has given the voiceover, they have done the perfect work.
Yes.
The dubbing was fantastic, and you will never feel that the movie is actually made in a other language like in English. When you will see the movie, they have done a commendable job. The dialogue delivery, the translation was so well done, and the voice modulation for different characters was so perfect that you will feel that it was actually a movie made in Hindi also for the Hindi audience. So yeah, so
So
that
yeah,
was my and our reaction.
yeah,
I just want to say one more thing
yeah.
before ending this video. That is, guys, the Batman movie is a movie that is actually solo movie, not in the part of the larger DCU. That is the general conception, but it is not the case. I am damn sure if you guys are a Snyder fan or maybe a DCU fan, please don't miss this movie, because I am damn sure in the multiverse going down the road, they will definitely connect everything with the Joker, with Batman, and everything with the DCU, as they have connected the Crisis of Infinite Earth with DCU, because we know that Crisis of Infinite Earth, that is the Arrowverse. Arrowverse is actually Earth Prime, that is the main Earth, and then we have Earth 1, that is the Snyderverse or the DCU, and then we have Earth 2, that is the Batman universe now, and then we have some other Earth, maybe Earth 14 or 15, like that. There we have Joker, and there will be other universe movie coming out from different universe. So yeah, there is a thing there in the multiverse. Now the things are looking like they're separated, disjoined, everything not connected, but once in down the road, maybe in the Flash movie, they will be connecting everything. That's the way they have connected the Grant Gustin Flash show with this Flash, Ezra Miller's Flash in the show. They have connected the 1966 Batman movie with this Arrowverse. How they have connected the Green Lantern 2012 movie with this Arrowverse universe. So everything will be connected in the same multiverse. So anything that is coming out of DC is actually on the same continuity, though they are in different art or maybe different reality, but different universe. Like the Naomi show and the Superman and Lois show, they are actually from two different Earths, but now they are on the same Earth, because Naomi and the other people from
It is
that planet,
connected
Earth
basically.
29, yeah, is actually on Earth Prime. So that is the thing here. So that is the multiverse story which I just want to have sharing with you guys, to have to understand that it is not
Yeah, how
actually
big
a
DC is, and how much big stuffs they are trying to bring. They are trying to bring in the movies like Black Adam, Aquaman, and mainly the Flash. You should never miss it. And if you don't want to miss it, and you have not watched the Batman, you can go in the description. There is a link through which you can go and buy the tickets, and you can watch it, so that you not miss the movie also, as well as this review. So yeah,
yeah.
before going, just give a like in this video, share this video with everybody so that many like you can watch it and share, spread positivity. Also, do not forget to comments down there what were the favorite parts of this video was for you. And
And one
also,
more thing I just want to say, that
yeah,
is our from this week, March 9th, we will also be starting Flash podcast because the Flash is returning
yeah,
with season 8 for the remaining episode from season, not a season, sorry, actually from episode 6 to maybe 20. The 14 episodes are left in this season. So yeah, definitely we will be doing that.
yeah.
And we all know that Peacemaker is over now. So now the podcast will be Superman and Lois and Naomi on Monday, and then we will have the Flash podcast. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is
So that's it for this video. But before going, do one more thing. That is subscribe to the channel. We really need it. Love you guys. And until next time, hashtag DC forever.